The PGA Tour is in the Motor City for the Rocket Mortgage Classic. From Coney Dogs to Motown and everything in between, the spirit of Detroit is on full display here at Detroit Golf Club. Winners in golf are determined on the green.
That's the first time I've won in this band challenge ever.
PGA Tour proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup and live first-round coverage of the John Deere Classic. Jason Day is in one of our marquee groups. He was just 2 under yesterday. He hasn't played in this event since 2011, but he's also never missed the cut in 5 appearances. How much work does he need to get done today?
Well, he's got a lot of work, of course.
Defensively, you've held them to just 25 yards on the ground. Where is that success from the front 7 starting?
You know, it's getting off the blocks.
Seth, so much of your young career in basketball was all about proving yourself and overcoming adversity, going undrafted, spending some time in what was then the D-League. Now it all paid off for what's an 11-year NBA career. What's the number one piece of advice you'd give to these Korn Ferry Tour players who want to reach the highest level of their sport?
My little piece of advice would probably be enjoy it.
He's going to love chatting with Warren about the victory.
Mr. Get Her Done, Got It Done, Larry the Cable Guy. What is the standard on each side of the ball for Wildcat football?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's playing with uncommon effort.
Drains it.
There he is, Fluff.
This one earned not 1 but 2 high fives from the legend himself. Fluff on the bag. Can expect some Big Ten flair out of Duke tonight, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Duke's in its first season under new head coach Manny Diaz, who arrived in Durham back in December after a 2-year stint as the defensive coordinator and linebackers coach at Penn State. Putting the football in jeopardy has been a bit of a pain point for Eastern Illinois. Panthers quarterback Pierce Holly has thrown more interceptions than he has touchdowns this year.
Yes, Pierce Holly's a big, big man.
At 16 games, UW has the second longest active win streak at home in the country. This house was built in 1927, and there's so much history here, from the architecture to its former residents. You've now restored the home. How much responsibility do you all feel as the homeowners, not just to preserve these artifacts, but also to open it up to people like us to come in and experience this historic piece of Detroit?
We know that no matter what happens to us, we want it to continue to be a treasure for the city of Detroit.
Here's Fowler with his third, 84 feet from the hole. 4 years ago, you picked up a new sport in golf. What's the biggest shift in approaching what's you versus nature versus the ultimate team game?
Oh man, it's just all about, mental.
We're recapping it all in our Week 3 Wildcat Wrap-Up. Running back Cam Porter was responsible for both of the Cats' touchdowns on Friday. Porter found the end zone on a 4-yard rush in the second quarter and then did it again on a 10-yard rush in the first of 2 overtime periods. How diligent have you seen him be in his preparation to put himself in this position in contention on Sunday?
Oh, he's a grinder.
But 1 start left on your medical extension. How much did knowing that light a fire under you coming into this weekend?
I definitely wanted to try and get that status back.
But Russell is no stranger to the spotlight. In April, he became the youngest player to ever make the cut on the Korn Ferry Tour. You made back-to-back birdie putts from distance on 17 and 18. What's going through your mind when you're standing over the ball with a long birdie putt incoming?
I just knew I had to make a few birdies for my AM partner.
You're born and raised in Michigan. You've got an Army coming out to watch you this week at Rocket Mortgage Classic. What's the highlight for you having a home game?
There's a good energy.
When you were coaching in the NFL for the Bills, you played at the Bears, and the Bears actually left you in your coach's locker a folder of photos from back in the day when your grandpa was playing. So we're going to take a look.
That guy squatting down in the black suit, that's Papa Bear Hallis.
When you look at this, what legacy do you see?
The start of our football family.
How do this year's Northwestern Wildcats embody the spirit of Chicago?
Tough, resilient.
Kickoff here at Husky Stadium, coming right up at 4 o'clock local, 6 o'clock central on FS1 and WGN 720. Congratulations, you are ranked somewhere between Lauren Withrow and Ricky Fowler on the spectrum of golfers out there. You like Lafayette? I'm actually going American. Too much mustard on Lafayette.
Thanks, let's finish these dogs.
Cheers.